One of the great things about this show is I get to know my guests a little bit, make some new friends. Rick Pardue is now one of them because during the commercial break we were chatting. He is with the Pardue Law Group, and if you get in a car accident, remember that, Pardue Law Group, and this is the man, Rick Pardue. Rick, what I enjoyed about that and something I was able to take from the conversations, you're a humble guy. I said, Rick, we're going to have to talk about you and your background because people want to know, and you said, I'm not used to talking about myself. But that's cool because you focus on your clients.
That's correct.
I love hearing that.
You know, I have a diverse background, you know, so most people don't realize that once they meet me, but I have so many clients from the past. First off, you know, I'm married with 3 children, 4 grandchildren.
Cool.
And I'm retired from Ford Motor Company. So I started on my 18th birthday at Ford Motor Company. And then UAW Ford had negotiated benefits, and that allowed me to go to school. And of course, being a glutton for punishment, I went to school for 18 years. Went through engineering, accounting, law, and apprenticeship.
Wow.
So after all that, my wife hung in there with me. After all that, during my practice, you know, I came across some economic forensic experts,
right.
And they basically advised me that I should stay working at Ford to be able to retire. So I did that, but basically I said, okay, I've got 7 years before I can retire. I said, I'm going to go to medical school. My wife put her foot down and said no.
Well educated, that's for sure. And I would think your experience there with Ford Motor Company probably paid dividends.
Sure it did.
And not only with friends, but you see what happens whenever you engage with a lot of people, what happens when someone has an automobile accident and some of the negative repercussions and hopefully positive repercussions if they have someone like the Pardue Law Group to help them. Tell me if you would, what do you think other than your
First off, everything we've done, or I have done, basically, is trying to make it comfortable. And so basically, everything from my phone number to the building to you walk in my front door, you see I've got a motorcycle sitting in my front door because I handle a bunch of motorcycle injury cases. So people understand, they feel comfortable with that, and it's always a good way to start talking. And we also have an emotional support dog sitting there waiting for them. So we've got a golden doodle. So as soon as they come in, they're like, okay, this is different, and then they just, all their fears just are relaxed. So
I like that.
And so I've had so many comments and such positive feedback, and even our dress, you know, when we go to court, naturally, we're all in suits, but in the office, when we first meet our clients and we meet our clients thereafter, you know, we try to dress like they would. So, you know, we want them to be very comfortable and relaxed.
I like that. I like that mindset because you're right. If you've been in a car accident or you mentioned a motorcycle accident, then it is very emotional. And you've already been strained mentally and all of the stress. So if you come into a nice environment, nice and calm, it would probably help you be able to detail what happened. If someone's watching right now, and let's say, and knock on wood, I hope it doesn't happen, but if they get in an accident, give me some of your recommendations. You know, let's say they were hit from behind, maybe they're at a stop sign or somebody rear-ended them. What would you recommend they do?
Well, first off, they have to ascertain their surroundings. You know, check themselves, make sure they're okay. You know, because if obviously hit from behind, they're not going to have airbag go off. But basically, they need to make sure that they're in a position, you know, where they knocked into other lines of traffic. Make sure that they are in a safe place before they even try to get out of their car. Okay, but then they need to understand that as they, I guess let me step back.
No, it's okay.
On the insurance card. As I was yesterday, I was looking at my insurance card, and basically, based on the back of it, it tells you, you know, call the police, do not admit fault, you know. So it's a number 2 thing, you know, and then call your insurance agent, and then basically, you know, I thought, well, how dishonest would that be, you know, to advise your clients or your customers? The first thing you do, okay, don't tell them you caused this accident. You know, so when I'm saying when you get hit, you basically, you know, especially if you're hit from behind, naturally the fault is for the person that hit you, correct?
Right.
So then you've got to ascertain your injury. But the big mistake that people make is they immediately look on the insurance card, they call the insurance, and then they say, are you injured? Well, I don't think so. And then next thing you know, that night or the next morning, or if they don't go to the hospital immediately, and if they the next night after adrenaline wears off, then they're like, oh my gosh, my neck, my shoulder, and they start feeling all the pain and everything once all the excitement and adrenaline dies down. So that's after they've already told the insurance company, and each insurance company, by law, they're required to establish a reserve. So they ascertain by that phone call what your injuries are, to know how much to put back on reserve for your coverage. So once you do that, that's an initial mistake people make, is immediately calling the insurance agent or their adjuster, to get that claim number, and then tell them all about their injury or their non-injury before they have a medical professional assess their injuries.
That makes perfect sense, because you're right. That adrenaline rush will numb you.
Exactly.
And then the next day you're going to find out, I'm not feeling as good as I thought. A little whiplash there, or whatever the case. At what point should they call you, Rick? At what point should they call an attorney? You?
Well, just based upon that information, they should call us fairly quickly. Because they can make mistakes that would be very detrimental to their case. So if I've had people come that they'll call us at the accident scene, and I can give them advice, or after they say, okay, the insurance company won't talk to me, or they won't give me anything for my injury, then they call us. So basically, it's a wide range of when they contact us for the best results, to make sure that they get properly compensated, is to call us immediately so we can get things in order. And what people don't know is that when you call the insurance company, they basically start a case file. Okay, so if that person hit you in the rear didn't have insurance, you're talking to the insurance that's going to have to pay your claim. So they're going to use your same, and it's a recorded statement.
Anything that you say can be used against you in the court of law.
So basically, you're fighting an uphill battle without legal representation.
Something else that you said I want to go back to real quick, Rick, is you talked about don't admit fault. And I think this isn't asking you to be dishonest. It's even if you thought you were at fault, maybe there's something you didn't realize. Like, for instance, maybe the other driver is impaired. Maybe he or she made a mistake that you did not see and you weren't aware of it. So if you admit fault, even though you think you're being honest, it may not actually be what actually took place.
That is correct.
That's right.
Actually, I've had one fairly recently that the police, everybody said it was obviously her fault. And once I got to it, did the expert analysis, and the fellow was going 30 miles over the speed limit. So there was no way.
Did they measure the skid marks and all that? Is that how they assessed that?
Yeah, there were no skid marks.
Oh, so he was going way too fast.
It was a tragic. It was a bad accident. Wow. But I'm just saying that you need to have a second person look at it. It can't be just you pull it out in front of somebody. There are always more facts involved in the case to where we have to investigate. And once we investigate, then we can better ascertain whether they have a true case or not.
I enjoyed it. Rick Pardue, once again, with Purdue Law Group. If you are in a car accident, there's the information up on your screen. Give them a call. As you can tell, this guy's got a degree in everything. I love that. All right, Rick Pardue, my new friend. Coming up here. All right, here comes Memorial Day, and you want to pay tribute to the soldiers. Why not do something that is also good for you? Okay, Fern Creek CrossFit is here.